Hey traders, this is your swing trading stock market watch list for the week of August 29th. Not a big list this week, as I had talked about in the market health outlook. We had a pretty sharp rise up. We are pulling back right now. That's not going to set up a lot of contraction type patterns, which look like this, where we have a move up and then a sideways movement, because as we can see from the indexes, they've basically gone up and now they're coming back down. So not conducive to a lot of contraction patterns. We are also, based on this, in a mediocre health outlook where we're in a short-term pullback and some of our health indicators have turned negative. So you can see that article for the market outlook, but basically we're seeing what we saw in the market outlook in terms of our swing trading watch list. So I pretty much only saw a few oil and gas stocks. We can look at those quickly. PNE, this is a Canadian stock. We have our first drop here, move back up, nice little drop there, and we've been moving sideways since. So watching for a potential breakout. And what else do we have? ARX, similar pattern. Working our way back up, so this would be a cup and handle type pattern. First drop, second drop, a little consolidation there, so possible trade trigger going in here, and then we have another consolidation. So this is almost like a second entry point. But at this point, it was a little bit early. Taking this trade, we would have only been about 3 weeks into that pattern, so it's nice to see that second chance entry. Now we're about a month into this consolidation. I generally find those work a little bit better than taking the ones that last 2 or 3 weeks. Cardinal Energy, again, another Canadian stock. First drop, second drop, we've moved back up. We're starting to consolidate. Good one to watch. And on the US side, only one. And bigger drop here, second drop, and we're looking for potentially a consolidation in this area. This one also just recently triggered the ATR pattern here. So as I discussed right at the bottom of this article, if you're looking for a few more options, I published a best swing trading watch list, swing trading stocks watch list. This is just based on strong movers, strong uptrends. You can see the type of patterns that are included in this list. So they're typically going to be quick pullbacks followed by hopefully sharp moves higher. And DQ just triggered one recently as well. So there was that entry point, but also looking for a consolidation for the contraction pattern. So you can go through this list as well if you're looking for some potential trades. And the Tater strategy or trend ATR strategy is included here. And just to look at a few of those that we're setting up, STNG I didn't include on the contraction patterns because this is basically a similar drop to this. So it's not really contracting. This is actually more of a overall ranging type movement, but as you can see, very close to a potential ATR trigger there if it moves to the upside and closes. DQ, as we mentioned, PLXR, another example of one just hanging out there, also a type of contraction pattern, right? And so if we move back up, this would trigger based on the Tater strategy or trend ATR strategy, but also looking not bad for a contraction type pattern. So some other options there if you're interested in that, but overall pretty short watch list this week for contraction patterns and cup and handle patterns. So until next week, happy trading.